it's normally the story that comes with that. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Brothas of BOTB podcast.
What's going on, good people? Y'all know what time it is, man. We back at it again. It's the SatDay Nite Situations rendition of the Bottom of the Bar podcast. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's Carolina Dirt 803. What's going on with you, player?
And I'm just trying to fill my glass up. It's Saturday Night Situations.
SatDay Nite Situations, man. It's cool. It's been a hell of a work week. A little tired. Don't know what to do with no football on. Shit kind of crazy right now.
Yeah, All-Star game. It's All-Star weekend, but it should look like trash. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You know what's sad? I didn't know that this was All-Star weekend.
Yeah. It's actually usually like the week prior of Valentine's Day. That's how I can always remember it. But they keep pushing the Super Bowl back.
Yeah, shit crazy, cuz like basketball used to mean so much more to me when they was fighting. When there was a chance you was gonna see blood. When you knew that, contenders didn't like each other.
Yeah. They across my Facebook reel, they showed, remember when Sean Taylor was in the Pro Bowl, he knocked the punter damn near unconscious.
Yeah, you didn't have to hit that man like that.
Yeah,
that game don't even mean nothing. That's a vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Well, we'll get to it, man. Look, we got a returning guest always welcome here at the bottom of the bottle. He always welcomes us under the tree for those types of conversations and things like that. So the weatherman, Pastor Palmer, bring him to the spot.
Hey, what it do? What it do? Hey, my brothers, glad to be here. Family.
Absolutely, man. Where your bottle at, cuz?
Matter of fact, I drink. You know what? I drink out the bottle now.
I don't even believe you.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
I know I don't believe you now.
Man, that shit been like that for 2 years.
Hey, we gonna mark that bottle next time we down there, cuz.
That's out the bottle right there.
Matter of fact, go ahead and send me the bottle with the liquor in it, because you ain't about to drink it.
Actually, I'm gonna save it just for you. You can have it.
Oh man.
I was drinking something last month, matter of fact. I was drinking Monkey Shoulder last month.
Actually, you told me about this and it backfired.
He said, I don't think I'm that sophisticated.
I poured one drink. That was it.
Well, that's really the kind of liquor that is, bro. That's not an everyday drinker.
Nah, you ain't lying. It ain't for me.
Well, what goes on in the world, weatherman? What's going on with Under the Tree right now?
Under the Tree will be back in about a couple of days. I was on a project. I'm finished with it. So I was playing a lot of reruns, but we back, and I want y'all to come back also. You know how we do.
Absolutely. You know we can't wait for that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to cut up, act a fool, finish out the year strong, 2023.
That part. That shit is getting crazy, man. Every time I say a year now, I be like, fuck. This is the Jetson shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what year it was in the Jetsons, but they ain't fixed shit.
I tell you what, though, I almost had to take a ride up there because my editor has seen y'all shot. I said, man, is it lost? I said, I'm glad he found that thing.
Well, yeah, we could talk about the movie a little bit more. But let's do what we always do, because we're going to get into the first call situation.
Okay.
You know what first call is, man. It's just 10 questions. We ain't going to do nothing too rough on you. And it's a little heat check for the crowd, man.
Right.
Favorite brand of cereal, if you still eat cereal?
Actually, I like Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios is a winner for me, cuz I ain't even going to front. Favorite thing to do when you have time. You don't find that you got a lot of time to do it. but whenever you get time to do a favorite activity that you might have.
Actually, I'll just be looking on YouTube lately, like different dog breeds. I know y'all dog lovers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Think about getting you a little mutt?
Yeah, Doberman Pinscher.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta love the dogs, man. Just don't make them a killer, man. They already be killers on the inside. You ain't got to make them a killer.
Actually, that's confirmation. Somebody just said that on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, man. They know who they know who their family is. They know what their job is if you teach them the job.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Cheeseburgers or crab cakes?
I'll take the cheeseburgers. I'm allergic to crabs, that's why.
Oh, well, yeah, I should know that.
Yeah.
I love crab cakes myself.
Yeah.
So maybe that was just on some subliminal shit in my head.
Oh,
We was just talking about it. Old school basketball, the way old school basketball was played, or the way old school football was played. If you could get one of them back.
I think I'll take the old school basketball, because when you go in the hole, you already know what's going to go down.
You're going to get touched up.
Yeah, from the get-go.
You're going to get touched up a little bit.
Do that
layup
with that high knee in the air.
Right. I mean, I like the way the game is played a little bit. Like I said, you get them scores, it's 150 to 135. But you can't tell me that that's not just as exciting as an 85 to 89 win, because
Yeah.
okay. Farthest you've ever ridden on a motorcycle?
That's a good question. I have ridden from Jacksonville, Florida to Detroit, Michigan in one day.
That's a hell of a ride.
Right.
I did it in the car.
Right.
I did it in the car, cuz that's it. Big shout out to D-Town, man. Got a lot of love out there, a lot of good family out there, man. Always showing love to the D. Last question.
Okay.
You hit the lottery. You hit for, we'll say, 500 million.
Right.
You take the lump sum, which they gonna steal half of that money, or you take the annuity?
I take the lump sum and I'm getting out of the country. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I ain't coming back.
They say he gonna fake his death, cuz he's just out of there.
Yeah, I'm gone.
He ain't let nobody borrow no money, cuz.
Nope. my phone gonna go straight to voicemail.
Damn, cuz that rough. But that was my 5.
All right.
What was one of your favorite things about going to HBCU?
That you know you're gonna be hungry at night. It is what it is. You get your mind right.
That is true.
Dinner time 4:30, ain't it?
Peanut butter and jelly, a delicacy.
Well, shit, you lucky. I ain't had no peanut butter jelly. I had some ramen noodles and some damn spaghettios or some shit.
Yeah.
you better than me. Your favorite meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner?
I like breakfast. Yeah, that was pretty cool. You know, get it going. Cup of coffee.
All right, waking up to the ocean, to a city skyline, or to the mountaintop?
I take the ocean, because in my mind, the mountains, you don't know what the hell coming out them bitches.
Shit, you don't know what's in the ocean either.
That's why I go in the ocean ankle deep. That's it.
I'm about to say, at the rate we going, Gazella under that motherfucker for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your favorite sibling?
Oh hell, none of them.
God damn, cuz.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I'm gonna pour a drink for him on that one.
Yeah. And I guess my last one. What was the best thing that you heard sci-fi in your time? What's one of the best things they ever done in your eyes?
Omega Sci-Fi?
Yeah, as far as a non-profit or book reading, or I'm talking about for you though, your chapter.
Okay. We pass out turkeys every year, adopt a family, Thanksgiving baskets.
Okay.
Do it faithfully, actually.
That's always good. Always good to be out there with the people.
Yeah.
First call.
That was first call.
Appreciate it. Y'all wasn't too bad this time.
Nah,
The
nah,
liquor ain't kicking yet.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, hell.
This is my first drink for the day.
Well, I'm glad I got you before you get tuned up.
So, keeping with the sports thing for a little minute, man. Ezekiel Elliott says he gonna put it all on the line and go to the NFL Combine again to prove he is worth some money. What y'all think of that?
I don't think that's smart.
Well, when Dallas played Jacks, I got a chance to see Ezekiel live. I rated him fairly. I want to see exactly, what he can do. He has lost a step. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, he has. That boy, what's his name? What's the other running back? I forgot his name.
The one that got hurt?
Yeah. Start with a P. You know what I'm talking about. Now, Pollard the truth. I can't take it from him.
But Pollard needs an Ezekiel Elliott. He can't carry the ball for the full game.
But
the reason why I think that it's fucked up and a weird, stupid shit to do is, what is the combine? You're not really seeing no competition. You're basically showing that your body is in good health outside of the game of football, if you let me tell it.
But he can host his own pro day if you consider that. Like but I guess he's doing that to compare himself to the kids coming out.
Well, Father Time gonna win every time. So I don't know.
They say T.O. still running 4.5.
T.O. is really Wolverine from the X-Men. T.O. he's a fucking T-1000 because he's the first edition of a Terminator. He just don't know it.
But when I seen Ezekiel play, imagine yourself, take your mind there of a donkey in a Colombian coffee field with 2 sacks of coffee hanging off the side.
That's a hell of an imagery.
On the donkey's back. That's how he moved live. I'm being real. He ain't got it.
When he came out from Ohio State, yeah, I thought he was gonna be good. And then he went to the Cowboys, and I knew he was not gonna be good.
Because he went to the Cowboys.
They don't really have a reason to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
For some people, you can look at him and be like, "Oh man, he did this, and this." Ezekiel is a front runner. When they winning, he top dog.
Yeah,
I think he wants to. Obviously, it's mental. Also, I think he feel like he hearing all the talk for the last 2-3 years, really, about him losing a step, and to compare himself to some 21, 22, 23-year-old. I think mentally that'll either push him harder or say he still got it. I mean, push him harder saying like I need to work harder at this, or to let people know he still got it.
I don't mean to change the narrative, but slightly I'm going to say this with another player. CeeDee Lamb, when I see him, he the truth.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, he is. He is. I don't know what the hell happened to my brother. But I thought Father Time hits everybody. I don't care if you're an athlete or not. Father Time hits everybody. Father Time does not skip. It's not selection. Everybody hit Father Time. It might depend if this is your time or not, but everybody gets hit sooner or later.
Well, since you're talking about Father Time, you a cheese man, whatever they call y'all, the package.
Oh, cheesehead, Green Bay Packer cheesehead.
You know who I want to talk about with the Father Time that plays.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
he's still slinging with the best though.
Come on, man.
He's still slinging with the best, man. We had a whole new damn near wide receiver crew we had to deal with. He had 2 veteran wide receivers, Randall Cobb and Lazard. We got 3 rookies on the field. It's hard to do what he do with rookies. Because a lot of that shit just be instinct. Is it some of his fault? Yeah, I agree it's some of his fault, but not all of it. Not as much as the football analysts put on him. They just put on him because he's Aaron Rodgers. You put Tom Brady with him. Tom Brady put up the same numbers.
Y'all think y'all
all the time?
You think y'all gonna trade Aaron Rodgers?
I don't think we're gonna be able to find nobody at 50 million. He owed 50 million. That's a lot of damn money. He owed 50 million. That's a lot of money.
He's gonna come back for one more season, at least one more, to get that money.
Yeah. I hope he come back and I hope if he come back and we make it to the NFC Championship and he win the MVP, I'll take that.
Another team.
We ain't got to win. We just got to get there.
Another team, in my opinion, to watch out for is Detroit Lions. Better watch Washington next year too. Washington Bruin.
They still Washington. Some teams just curse. Washington curse, Detroit curse, Chicago curse, Houston curse. A lot of teams curse. Just for whatever reason. It don't matter who you bring in there, they can't do nothing.
I have to respect Kansas City's offensive line. This man hopping on one foot, you can't get to him. Patrick Mahomes, you can't get him.
I mean, you can't get him because you got to respect his arm too. So you can't just run in there and tackle him because you got to respect his arm. But no, I agree with you. I would have put the dogs on him. I would have sent everybody. I would have threw people off the sideline and I'd send everybody. Send the cameraman out. I would have sent everybody. Everybody, all out blitz, every play.
Man, it seemed like their offensive line when they blocking the defensive lineman, all the defensive linemen could do stand straight up like that. That's it.
Yeah, and Philly had the best. Philly had the best defense. Probably that they played up against. I know it's the best defense in the league, but obviously it's the best team in the league. It's the best team they played against. Shit, their defense coordinator got a job.
Yeah, they couldn't get to him, and he hopped.
Yeah. I don't know the hell wrong with my brother.
He'll be back. Let me see. Yeah, look like he muted for a second.
Oh. But so what you got on tap on? Let's talk on the tree for the year coming.
I'm gonna be talking about some uneasy topics that nobody want to talk about.
I mean, shoot a couple examples out there for the people that don't know.
It's a lot of well, we did a show that a lot of people don't like to talk about child molestation. So after I did that, I'm getting hit up with a lot of messages out the woodworks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
everybody want to talk about it now.
I think people be itching to talk about shit like that, man. It's something that affects way too many people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you were blessed enough to not ever be fucked with like that, you know somebody.
Yeah.
Probably know more than one somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the sad shit about it.
Yeah. When I interviewed that dude, that was it, because he was a male, it threw a little different perspective, because he was a young boy at the time that nobody really would think that would happen to.
Right.
It's mostly females, but when he said he wanted to do it, it kind of changed the narrative a little bit, and everybody wanted to talk about it.
Right. Well, especially when it comes to men, like it's a certain amount of men that ain't even going to admit to that shit.
No.
Whether it happened or not. They just ain't going to even admit to it.
And another topic that's going to be coming out, you really don't think about it. We got our ass tore up, but it's some people out there that have some serious child abuse situations.
Absolutely.
Right. But a lot of people don't talk about that.
As far as that.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You got
it. As far as like abuse, I got to see the total picture. I don't think a lot of people look at the total picture when it comes to abuse. I think these kids are soft, and for them to be chastised physically is just a part of life. You're going to feel pain throughout life, whether you're just falling off a bike or goddamn, waking up with your knee hurt at 43 years old. Like, you just going to feel pain throughout your life. Some people learn by pain. You know what I'm saying?
I think we all learn through pain. I mean, it's just like working out. You can't go in there and do the same workout and expect to succeed, more than somebody else, and you ain't being pushed. Everybody got to get pushed sooner or later. Not saying that's an excuse. Not saying excuse, but like you said, some of these kids, is soft, and the world is gonna break them. And then when they break them, that's the depression. That's the counseling and all that. And some can't handle it. But if you've been, I ain't gonna say baby, but if you've been if you've always had a security blanket and then you go out on your own, them people in the world don't know you out on your own. They gonna treat you. They gonna treat you like they treat other people. You ain't special.
Right. And then, like I said, you got to look at the entire picture. If I walk into your house and the house is fucked up and ain't no goddamn food in the house and ain't no lights on or water or what have you, that's abuse. You feel me? If your parents only chastise you for a reason, physically chastise. So, needless to say, I'm a proponent of corporal punishment. But if I come into your home and your home is clean and you got all the food and all the dope snacks, you got decent pairs of shoes, you got nice clothes and shit. If it's not egregious, if it's not a broken fucking arm, you probably deserve that shit. A lot of people would go a lot farther in this fucking life if they got punched in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Just
you see,
just once.
especially now, it seems like parents are younger these days than when we were young, or we just notice it now. Some parents are vocal in saying, "Yeah, I never had to beat my child, never had to." Yeah, but your child ain't Ricky from down the street. Ricky from down the street. Ricky need to get his ass beat.
Yeah.
As they say, everybody don't raise their kids the same, man. So you can't just say because you don't beat or holler or whatever from your child at work, just like you can't say because you beat your kids, it worked. That should go both ways. It's all down to the individual parent and to the individual child. Now, abuse is something else. Abuse is totally different. And these kids, they use the abuse to the extreme now. Everything's an abuse.
Everything is an abuse.
That's what I don't agree with.
You took my Xbox. You lucky I ain't take a chunk out of your ass.
They sensitive, man. They very sensitive.
Yeah. They deserve everything. They don't have to ask for shit no more. That's why you got little kids taking their parents' debit card and running up $11,000 in fucking phone apps and games and bullshit. That's some shit I would probably have died for. And guess what? I wouldn't have blamed my parents. I would know that was a cause worthy of dying for. As soon as I did it, I'll be like, they're going to kill me.
11,000? You learn numbers at what, 2-3 years old? 11,000 a big number.
I've seen, I'm going to use an age like, say, 27 to 18. A lot of those males are sensitive, 26 to 18, 25 to 18, somewhere in there.
Into their early 30s.
Yeah.
Into their early 30s. I would say 18 to 32. I would say 18 to 32. And you can tell it when you see a female changing a tire with a dude in the car.
Right.
You can tell it when you see a couple walk up to the counter in a restaurant or wherever, and she grab her purse and he just kind of fade to the back. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things. And like some of it's toxic masculinity and some of it's the lost art of what manhood is. It's like being a man back when we was growing up was being the front runner, being the one to step up to the situation and handle the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Toxic masculinity is killing men, and not the toxic masculinity that's being portrayed. It's the fact that everything that men do now is considered toxic masculinity.
Yeah. Actually, you can get fired on your job for talking to another male a different way. You don't even have to cuss them out, but if you be firm, they want to go to HR on you.
Bruh.
I done had that happen to me.
Wow.
I mean, like in my past, I had I had so much shit happen to me just because I didn't back down from anybody, especially when it come to work. Like you ain't about to talk to me like any kind of way just because you my supervisor. And then I'm a black man. You know, black men we carry a certain pride with us. So if they go when I've had people go to HR or go to the supervisor, I talk to the supervisor like I talk to the person. Hey, you ain't about to be talking to me any kind of fucking way. But I would explain why I said what I said and what I did. And most of the time, they would be like, all right. Because I'm not going back down.
I give them a chance to fix it. And they say something crazy, I'll be like, hey, say again one more time.
One more time. Say that one more again.
No, say what you just said.
You know what though? I think we need to do a group discussion on this topic. You go to these jobs and they have this complex called talking back. Like, who the hell? You my parent? You talk back.
My favorite thing to say is I got one daddy and one mama. I'll never forget this. This is some real life shit that happened. One of my coworkers was a supervisor, and the director of the spot, high ranking, you got supervisors, managers, whatever the fuck, director, and then presidents and all that shit. So the director didn't like something that person did, and came at them on some, I'm disappointed in you.
Wow.
And when they told me the story, I was like, disappointed? You can say you a lot of things in me. What you could never say is disappointed. Because I don't give a fuck about you, sir. Again, I have one mother, one father. I got uncles and aunts. I have people that I can disappoint. You're not on that list. You just watch the words you use, because for me, a person who reads books, I know every word has a meaning. So when you say you disappointed in me, you can lick up in between the gooch, between the nuts and the asshole part. That's where you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't owe you shit for you to have anything for me outside of an affirmative or a negative. But disappointment is for people who matter in my life. Sir, I just work here.
That'd be a good show to shoot right there. Talking back on the job.
Oh, man, I always tell people, man, if I don't talk to you outside work, I don't fuck with you.
Right.
And then we got to look at it for what it is. That is another rule that I feel like is put in place for black folks. Because no matter what level of anger we get, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? We acting out if we get upset about something. It don't matter that the shit was completely fucking unfair and I should have slapped the lips off of your fucking face, but I didn't.
Yep.
No, I totally agree.
Talking back on the job.
Yeah, it's like the sports shit. Like, they'll throw the flag at the second person. They never catch the first person.
Yep.
They always catch the second person. And that's the shit that happens in the job. Now, don't get it twisted. It ain't never know what the fuck you looking at, how the fuck you gonna try to play me shit. But if I have a disagreement with a coworker or you yourself, don't try to shush me. If you're gonna say what you're gonna say, you need to allow me to say what I'm gonna say.
Yep. Yeah, but that's a big problem. And I've heard some instances that folks got fired for talking back. Like you're a slave.
You know why I haven't been fired? Because anytime that situation come up, I quit.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not because at the point you don't quit, you setting yourself up for the bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't happened that many times. I can think of maybe twice where I got into it with a motherfucker like, they ain't fire me, but I'm not coming back here. There's nothing for me here.
I did it. I came across it a couple times. I kept my job. I know I did on the last day I worked. That happened. some shit that came out. Basically, long story short, I put my 2 weeks in. Nobody's supposed to know. People found out. They came in like, "Hey man, I heard it was your last day." Like, how the fuck you know? So, so now, one of the people I had a problem with over all my time there, I know they had the biggest mouth there. So they was telling everybody it was my last day. So when supervisor pulled me in talking about something like, "Why you in this type of mood?" I was like, whoa, I ain't no type of mood. They tried to call me on my mood because of my last day. They tried to play it like, since it's your last day, you trying to act out. Man, I went off and fired off on that supervisor so bad he turned red. I thought he was gonna call security on him.
That's what I'm saying. And there's never a reason really to do that, man. If I'm talking to you,
yeah.
And furthermore, you making a big deal out of nothing. It is my last day. I can leave right the fuck now.
Right.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
like stop trying to play people all the time. What we don't have in this world is, I ain't even gonna say what we don't have in the world, but it's never publicized is how many people do act right, how many people do live a life that says do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You got a whole host of people that live their life like that, and they will be all right. What gets publicized and tweeted about and TikTok is the disrespectful motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
But just to carry on what we're talking about on the show, I'm ready to do both. Don't ever get it twisted. I can be diplomatic as anybody else. But if you think you're going to out-ignorant me, you're wrong about that too.
I got a question for both of y'all. During the last 20 years, how many times have y'all been fired on the job or y'all quit?
Oh, in the last 20 years?
Yeah.
Maybe only once.
I got 0. Okay. I had 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know, ain't too many people really gonna say nothing to me because I'm the big angry black man and they don't even know me. Like you can tell the energy in the room. And you can tell when they want to say something and they don't. And most time, if I feel like the energy is gonna be like that, I just stare at them. I mean, shit. I just stare because I already know they got the angry black man. I need to watch what I say, you know, before something happens. So I just look at him. I look at him just like this.
I look through your soul. I look at you in a way that says, whatever you want to do, I'm with the bullshit too. A lot of times it don't really matter because I am more happy-go-lucky than complaining negative ass dude. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I like to have a good time. I like to tell jokes. So if you got me in a fucked up mood, it's enough people that'll look at the situation in 5 seconds and be like, you did something to that bro.
Yeah.
You did something to him.
Right.
I don't know. Some of these supervisors act like they from next Friday, like they ready to die for the shit. But a lot of times it don't be that serious. It really don't. For what they try to hand down to their employees, a lot of that shit don't be that serious.
Well, you know who supervisors are at the end of the day. You might be able to make supervisor being yourself. Anything above supervisor is you have impressed upon the company that you hold their interests higher than their own or higher than any moral standard that you might have. You only get promoted if you are living and breathing and dying that company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A first level supervisor spot, you can get that because it's so low on the totem pole, they don't really care. But when you start getting into vice presidents and directors and CFOs and COOs and shit like that, you can only get those positions once you've said you are willing to do whatever the company needs above anything else. I'm just telling you, like, look at the people that you've been at a job and their supervisory title doesn't give them that much power. This is a fun fact for the people that might watch this. Do you know in 90% of occupational situations where you work for somebody, your first line supervisor doesn't even have the power to fire you?
That's correct.
They can want you gone all they want. They can't do shit to make it happen.
Actually, they got to be kind of careful now because you can get sued quick if it wasn't done properly.
Yeah, they got to have all types of evidence of you doing something wrong.
But the managers or supervisors will approach you and try to put that energy on you like they can do something.
Right.
But they can't. Like I told my oldest, you can either go to work or you can go to work to learn. If you go to work to learn, you will understand that they can't do shit like that to you. Then a lot of that shit don't matter. But if you go to work, you're going to take everything they say as etched in stone. But if you go to work to learn, you'll know when and where you can maneuver at. And you will understand how much power they really got. And that's what I do. I always learn how much power somebody above me got.
No matter when I ever started a job, you know, the one thing that I always did, now I didn't do it when I was young, but the older I got, the first thing I want is your motherfucking handbook. What is your company policy? Because it's right there.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And I really started cover to cover reading what company policies are. Because whenever you chastise me about something, you need to be fucking right.
They don't like that. That book? No. A lot of times the supervisors don't like it.
Because they just like some of these law enforcement officers out here. They got the job, but they don't know the job.
But the supervisors don't read the handbook. They so happy to be a supervisor, they don't be reading them books.
That's my point.
They don't have no knowledge on the job. A lot of supervisors don't even have knowledge on the job. If they're not been with the company for 2-3 years or came from a company just like it, a lot of them don't even know what their job is. And then you talking about reading the book.
2 associate's degrees,
and
he was able to fill out the resume the right way.
Man, when I worked at Target, I asked him, I said, why do y'all hire straight out of college? Because the ones straight out of college aren't brainwashed yet. Like when they come in looking for a job, but they don't know shit. They don't know shit. But the people that been there moving up in the company, they know everything. They know all the ins and outs. They know how to tweak shit, but they don't want to hire them. They want the ones fresh out of college because they're gonna do exactly what the corporation tells them to do.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh, go ahead, Jay Walker.
No, it's like every job I ever been on, cause it's always been a 60-year-old somebody that know every goddamn thing about the job. And them motherfuckers is getting paid $14 an hour.
Yep.
You couldn't, if it would have saved another motherfucker's life for them to tell you what to do with the job, they couldn't do it. But this motherfucker over here that been here, working here for 20 plus years, don't miss no days of work, you ain't even trying to do nothing to make his life better.
Push him out.
And I don't know who to feel sorry for. I'm mad at you for not wanting to stick up for yourself, but I'm mad at the company for taking advantage.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Shit crazy.
Have y'all ever heard of anybody on the job being referred to like this? He's a company man.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what I was talking about. You can't get above a certain level in any company until you align yourself with that company wholeheartedly.
Yep.
And generally at the level that you get at that they hiring you for, you can affect change.
A lot of them don't want to affect change because that means they'll have to go against their peers as far as supervisors. And they don't want to ruffle those feathers because they trying to move up, they trying to buddy, they trying to network. But in the end, and I always tell all supervisors I had, like, you got a team. You might have to worry about 6 other supervisors, but if you managing 15 to 20 other people, that's what you need to take pride in because that shows the type of work you can do. To me, that's more important to make your team happy because that shows what you put together and how your team work, instead of you worrying about other supervisors that get paid just like you that can't fire you. That's the sad part. You worry about your peers that can't fire you. And even if you're an entry-level employee, it's the same thing. Like, don't worry about the man next to you. He can't fire you. It don't matter how much shit he talk. If we walked in the same door and we both on the same pay scale, but you got here 3 years before me, you can't fire me. You an entry-level employee. But that goes the same with the supervisors. Like each supervisor, they can't fire you. Like they supervisor probably can fire you. But like my brother said, if you read the handbook, they might not be able to fire you.
True. That is true.
Well, shit, Pastor, you got fired before?
Oh, plenty of time.
You ain't been fired no plenty of time, cut.
Yeah, plenty of time. Walked off the job. Said, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Oh, you one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Man, like I said, man, I spent a lot of time at Target, man. We used to get them all. I used to be asking them new dudes. I'd be like, hey, bro, how you like the job? It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, he ain't come back. When the motherfucker that motivated, he ain't come back.
No, he ain't come back.
His feet hurt when they said it. When you asked them if they was all right, they was thinking about their feet falling the fuck off.
Hell yeah. Shit.
I done been on the job one day. I said, well, you start talking crazy, Lord, if you let me live to 5 o'clock, I'm gone.
All right, well, how many jobs you done had?
I say about 4. But I have said that. Just let me live to 5 or 6 o'clock, I'm gone.
No, how many jobs you done had?
Oh, how many jobs? I say about 6 or 7.
Oh, yeah, you done had way more than me. I ain't had that many.
I done had a bunch of jobs. I done had more than 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like
I think I'm on my 3rd job.
You doing well.
That's good.
Shit, you doing well.
Well, if you like I said, I left Target on my own terms. But if you don't count that shit, I'm on my 3rd job. You count that?
It's like this. You've been in decent situations, or you made the best out of the situation that you was in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I have less liability because I don't have the entire family to take care of. You feel me? You got to look at that situation too. Motherfucker been through a bunch of jobs and a motherfucker that ain't.
But you got to remember now, I had 2 jobs before then. Now, before I had the family thing. Remember?
But what I'm saying is you can't just be mad and be like, "Fuck that, I quit."
Oh yeah.
When you got mouths to feed. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that do that generally don't have anything to lose. If you got a family and you telling motherfuckers to kiss your ass, there is something wrong with that.
I done seen that. I've heard them stories. So let me ask y'all this, because this is one that's dear to my heart. How do y'all feel about people that don't utilize 401k and health benefits?
I'm glad you asked that. I'll go first. One of the first topics you mentioned was father time.
Yeah. Father time.
I don't have to say no more. Go ahead, Jay Walker.
Father time.
Nah. Well, I mean, you said all the words. You said all the words. There's no such thing as free money, but that's as close as you can get to it.
That's as close as
a 401k and a company that match any percentage is free money. It's money that you are saving. Honestly, you should forget about it. Every now and then, you know what I'm saying? You might get an email or a letter that say, "Look at this," but that should be money that you forget that you're making. You know what I'm saying? I seen a dude the other day working for a security company. He easily in his 70s. Now, if you working at 70 years old because you want to, that's something totally different than because you have to.
But that's one of those things. That's one of those things.
Go ahead.
That's one of those things. Like, it comes down to the handbook. Do you go to work to learn, or do you go to work to work? Now, if you go to work to learn, you will learn about your 401k, and you will learn about your health benefits, all that shit is pre-tax. People be worried about, man, I want my check to be small. That shit is pre-tax. Your check gonna be small anyway. It's the government. They gonna take their cut.
I read an article, the biggest 401k investors when you're young are Louis Vuitton and Gucci. They're gonna invest it for you.
Most companies,
you know what I'm talking about.
Well, you stupid, but they stupid. Like I said, you spend money on a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce basically said, if you don't work a decent job, you don't deserve to see me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come from a fiscally responsible family, you don't deserve to see me.
Oh, for the ticket prices?
I think to get in the building is like $350. Them is the upper seats.
How much are the tickets? I heard about it.
I've heard anywhere from $350 to about $8,000, depending on where you're sitting at.
Whoa!
It come down to budget too. Some people make a lot of money and can't budget. You got people that make 10 grand, 15 grand a month and can't budget what they got.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, only thing that I would want is some land, but I would easily build a $400,000 home and it not be a $10 million home. You feel me?
Right.
Like at a certain point, because like, what are you saying other than I got this money to spend by buying a house over $10 million? It said Mark Wahlberg just sold his house and he took a $32 million hit on the cost of his property. That is ridiculous.
That's a lot.
A $32 million loss.
Did y'all see that interview with Chad Ochocinco with Shannon Sharp?
Yeah. About when
talking about the fake jewelry and shit?
Yeah. And he asked Shannon Sharp what time it was. He said that's free.
But I always knew that about Chad, because Chad always said that, which I don't understand how he didn't become a spokesman for Claire's, but he always spoke on shopping at Claire's. But like when my brother was saying, like even if I would have hit the lotto for $100 million, I don't see me being in the house over 6,000 square feet, and that's pushing it.
Right.
That's pushing. Like that's the back end. Like I can't see myself buying something over that. Probably 2,000 to 3,000. I can see that. That means I can utilize every piece of the house. Even if I just walk in there once a week, I'm utilizing something in the house. After that, I'm good.
You just got a house that you scared to be in by your goddamn self.
Yeah.
A house that big gonna make some crazy noise.
Crazy noise. Then you got to furnish it.
I mean, even if you got the furnishings for it, like.
No, I'm saying you got to furnish it.
Well, but even like you got $100 million, so you can furnish anything. You can furnish damn near a basketball arena at $100 million.
But I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not though.
Yeah, I mean, unless I had 10 motherfucking kids, it's 12 motherfuckers in the house. There's nothing that I can still get the pool outside.
Yeah,
I can still build a jacuzzi. I can still build the fucking ski shed. You know what I'm saying? And that's still like, I don't know, man, but be responsible with your money. If you with a company and they offer a 401k match, even if they don't want to match it, that company ain't shit. But let me tell you that. But take that free money.
I mean, they say Social Security gonna run out. They've been saying Social Security gonna run out for the last 20 years.
How is it gonna run out and we keep paying it?
Well, that's but I'm also saying they say it's gonna run out, and they've been saying the last 20 years. But sooner or later, it's gonna run out, and you don't want to be on that side of 60 when it run out.
Okay, so that being said, right? How many checks did you get over the years that you didn't pay in Social Security?
Shit, I gotta ask the checks.
and they all paid into Social Security. So how is something that gets paid every month going to run out unless somebody taking from it?
The government,
Yeah,
they always taking their cut.
We're gonna pay that Social Security tax, guaranteed.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If Social Security is specifically designed to do what it does, how the fuck does it run out?
They taking that money and moving it to something else, just like everybody else trying to stretch their bills. The government be stretching their bills.
So don't tell me it ran out. Tell me you took it. If you're
Well,
going to be the gangster that take it.
They say that too, because there's going to be a lot of depressed people in taxis, or for this tax season, because they said it's going to be a lot of smaller checks being pushed out this year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they don't want to give credit for shit because they gave away all that. They trying to fix all that money they gave away.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got PPP loan lists. They got, man.
PPP loan, they still getting people for that.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be over the next 3-4 years.
They say 10 years. They got 10 years to catch
you. 10 years?
They got 10 years to catch you. So you
and that's if they don't extend it.
Yeah. Which they probably will.
No, I think they'll be able to catch them in 10 years.
Catch you?
Say what?
Catch everybody within 10 years?
I believe they catch everybody now.
Yeah,
a lot of times you ain't even got to do no whole investigation. You literally can call the phone number that the business is established under, and the motherfucker be like, "Hello." Yeah. That ain't no goddamn business phone.
You got some cats buying Rolls Royces, everything.
All kinds of cars, all kinds of houses. Or they didn't buy no fucking house. You just stole the money and fucked off. Went on trips and you don't have shit to show for it.
One dude, how he got saved, he never cashed the check, so he just turned the check back in. So they couldn't bother him, man.
He knew they was coming. He was like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." But he better than me because once I got that check, it's time to rock and roll now.
It's time to rock and roll, but you investing it into a business? You really gonna invest into a business, or you gonna
yeah, if I don't have a business myself, then I gotta invest it.
But I mean, like let's say you did it, and in your mind you thinking about scamming. You think about shit. I'm going to spend it. When you really get the check, do you blow it, or you be like, you listening to the whispers of they come to get their money? So do I need to start a business?
And that's the thing that you got to ask. Like, if you take this money and you didn't have a business, but you did establish the business, you still technically owe the money because the business wasn't operational. But it probably hurts you less if you did establish a business with that money. One, because you got a business, which means you got some kind of income to pay it off.
Yeah.
Two, because they can say, well, he didn't have it in time, but he definitely used it for what it was for. Which probably go a long way in the courtroom.
All right, both of y'all. You got 30 grand. Give me a business y'all to start.
Go ahead, Jay.
Alcohol Uber.
Yeah, they got a couple of them out there. Yeah, they got a couple of them.
I would have my own liquor store with crew to run merchandise.
They got a couple of
no
them.
cash. All cards, no cash.
Uber bought into it. Uber actually is investing into that too.
I would do it for myself though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying,
I would
like,
compete with them.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, people not thinking about that. Like, that's a good idea. Uber's even thinking about doing it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm just vouching.
If you go to the club and your stupid ass pay $100 for a $40 bottle, I'm gonna charge you $80 to deliver that $40 bottle.
Shit, I'm gonna do it in South Carolina, and I'm gonna have somebody with a damn military ID. Because after 7 o'clock, my business is booming.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna run. I'll run till 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll buy
I'll run till 10.
I'll take orders.
That's a state law, so you probably can't get around that.
Nah, if they purchase it before 7, when I drop it off, I drop it off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now that's right.
That's what I'm saying. So people South Carolina, they gonna wait till 6:59 to be like, hey, I need that Hennessy for the cookout tonight. As long as I drop it off, the transaction's been made.
30 grand, I would try to start a drive-through liquor store or a alcohol delivery business, party favor business.
What you got, Pastor Paul?
I'll start a CBD business.
Yeah. See, the thing about CBD is you got to get specific because it does have so many functions. Yeah. You got to be able to know your product and know what your product does. Like if you got some shit that's good, like no bullshit. The smartest thing I ever heard was Whoopi Goldberg said that she used to be in the medical marijuana business and she had a strand that specifically helped women with horrible menstrual cramps. Now, how many of y'all know a woman that talk about her period fucked up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so specific that their numbers is almost 90% yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really get you high, but it takes the pain away.
Shit.
Right.
In certain
what
states,
woman ain't gonna do that?
Shit. At the age of 12, they got she got you locked in from 12 to what? I don't know the age for women, but
60,
40 something, 50 something, 60 something.
Until you get that damn till you get that hysterectomy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's smart. She had a dope name for it too. I can't remember the name for it, but I remember her talking about that. She had a real dope name for it.
It's like whenever you think about a business plan or something that you're gonna go into business for, you got to think about that as part of your business plan is what is my audience and how dedicated is my audience gonna be? And that's why I thought that Whoopi Goldberg shit was crazy.
Yeah, nah, that'll be all right. So what franchise would y'all buy into? Let's say you got $300,000. Some franchise you can't buy them with $300,000, but some you can. Who y'all buying into?
I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A.
You damn sure ain't getting Chick-fil-A for $300,000.
You sure?
I don't think you get Chick-fil-A for $300,000. I'm about to look it up though, but I don't think you can get in.
I think you can get in for about 150.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so. One thing you're gonna know, one thing we do know that Chick-fil-A line gonna be packed all day long.
Oh, you're gonna make your money back.
Quick.
You probably be profitable in less than a year. Yeah. Right at a year.
Yeah.
Oh. It costs less than that.
How much?
Oh, that's the fee. Never mind. The franchise only pays $10,000 franchise fee.
Okay. That's a year?
Well, now this one's saying why it only costs $10,000 to own a Chick-fil-A franchise. I don't think that's right. I'm Googling it. That's it.
Yeah, nah. I mean, honestly, I would probably go with one of the fuel franchises right now. Or get in early on this electric car shit.
I think I might do a Starbucks. Starbucks doesn't take a big location. You ever look at Starbucks? Starbucks in Target, Starbucks on every corner. You can have 3 Starbucks. Starbucks like McDonald's. You can have one on every block and the line be wrapped around.
Right.
You don't have to clean up too much. Most people, you already know your demographic. Which I start seeing a lot of more black people, young black people going to Starbucks. But I probably do like a Starbucks.
Yeah, ain't no telling.
That's cool.
Ain't no telling. You got to do something with a low overhead. The fact that the biggest thing that you do is make coffee. And like I said, I never ordered a cup of Starbucks ever in my damn life. I'm a Dunkin' Donut type of dude. I think they got great
Nah, I fuck with
coffee. Dunkin' Donuts just give me that, like, I just remember Dunkin' Donuts, watching old goddamn cop movies and shit. Motherfucker get a goddamn raggedy Dunkin' Donuts coffee and put the cigarette out in the coffee.
Yeah.
So Dunkin' Donuts always been like super American to me. Now I tell you what, Krispy Kreme, they make the hell out of some goddamn donuts. They coffee is some other shit.
Yeah, I tried it. It wasn't too
It's
good.
good.
Man, that
It's good.
motherfucker come out like milk.
Yeah. It ain't that good.
Like, you ain't never seen coffee this thick, cuz. The coffee
Man,
that Krispy Kreme serve is when coffee used to keep a motherfucker awake.
And new coffee don't
that's
keep
what
you
I be
awake.
making.
Yeah.
That's what I be making when I get to work. I get to work first, and I make the coffee. Man, everybody in the office complain about my coffee. They say it's too strong. What the fuck I'm gonna drink weak coffee?
Well, how much you put in there, man?
He making coffee. He making it real Cubano coffee again. He put all the grounds in that bitch and press it down.
Bruh, I ain't gonna tell you how many scoops in there, but everybody said, "Hey man."
See, you said scoops. It's easy to say two. Anything more than two is too much.
Oh hell yeah, it's more than two. It's more than two.
Yeah, you making Dirty Harry coffee. You making all 1980s police coffee.
But the crazy thing, so two people that work there, they don't put nothing in their coffee. They drink theirs all black. So that shit be. They said one day I had them in there shaking.
Over there kicking, cuz.
Yeah.
They started stealing their ass them too.
Yeah, they start making their own coffee.
Oh, you fired. You got fired, bro.
Usually I'm first. Usually I'm first in the office anyway. But I'm
they
not
waiting for you to drink that whole pot.
Yeah, but I don't understand why. Why would I like? We got one dude. He actually puts water in his coffee, regardless of he'd say it's too strong. But even if he make it weak, he'll put water in the coffee. Like he'll boil some water and pour coffee on top.
You know how much water you got to put in your coffee?
Hey, I don't care. I don't see a reason why drinking weak coffee.
I agree.
If you got to put water in your coffee, that's the problem. Something ain't right.
Yeah, he might as well drink chocolate milk.
So I tell him he might as well come to work with me. I bet he's gonna be drinking my coffee. He get there when I get there in the morning. He's gonna be drinking my coffee.
He just give him some Baileys in a microwave.
Man, fuck that. I'm gonna make it Monday morning when I get there. Shit.
They're gonna be mad as hell. As soon as you walk around the corner, they're gonna dump that pot. So he go with that bullshit again.
I don't give a fuck. We'll make that damn coffee. That should be good too.
How much you have left over?
Oh, I drink all mine.
He gotta drink the whole pot.
Nah, it be gone. It be gone.
Yeah, it's down the toilet.
It be gone every day. Now, somebody always makes coffee in behind me. So I don't know. They might pour it out after me, and then
they motherfuckers be like, "Is he gone? Did he get his cup? Okay, good."
Yeah, they probably be happy when I don't come to work because then they know I ain't gonna make the coffee. But they know when they get there, they smell coffee in the morning. Shit,
everybody smell coffee. The truck drivers, everybody outside of that motherfucker.
Good.
I gotta drink a bottle of water after they drink your coffee.
I do. I know I do. I drink damn near. I drink a good bit of water afterwards.
Coffee. Hell no, I don't want none of that.
Coffee tear my stomach up. And I ain't gonna lie, I put a lot of cream and sugar in my coffee, so that should be fucking my stomach later on.
You doing too much. You doing too much of everything.
Man, I got to get to where I'm going. I got to make it through these 8 hours.
Well, look, y'all wildin'. Nah, but coffee is probably the #1 business in the world, and that's why Starbucks is who they are. They just took a product that everybody loves and made it feel special.
So
that's all they did.
So Chick-fil-A over Starbucks, Starbucks over Chick-fil-A.
I have never given Starbucks. I ain't gonna say I haven't given Starbucks money. The little frozen shits in the gas station, I bought a couple of them.
I ain't never bought one of them.
I can count on my 2 hands how many times I've done that. But outside of that, I haven't given Starbucks money. When I talk to reasonable people that just drink coffee, they be like, "It's shit coffee. Ain't nothing special about it." You know what I'm saying? But it's that feeling. It's like a motherfucker that got an iPhone over a motherfucker that got an Android. For some reason, they think because it's an Android, it's a goddamn Nokia snake phone.
Yeah.
You know, just because you got $1,000 iPhone don't mean that they don't have $1,000 Samsung. They already showed you the Samsung killing the fucking pictures on the iPhone. Y'all worried about green dots and blue dots and all that other stupid shit. Let me stop because y'all the sensitive motherfuckers and y'all will be writing, talking about, I hate your guts because you think my iPhone sucks. I do.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I don't have
Stop
an iPhone.
acting like that shit is good. It's just a phone. I'm sorry.
I know Carolina Dirt got an iPhone.
Hell no. I had never had an iPhone.
That motherfucker got a Lego phone right now. He needs a new one.
iPhone
Now, you
looks
got
so
on my ass
confusing.
all for these last couple months about my internet. My internet still ain't shit, apparently. But
they can see your phone internet. They can't see my phone.
if they see your phone, they gonna be like, how in the fuck? That phone been through trauma.
Yeah. All right, Pastor Paul, before we get ahead, you want to get your my brother said we're gonna let you talk about your movie about to come out before we get out of here.
Yeah, it should be out tentatively March 2023. Everything looks smooth. And I'm gonna give y'all some credit. Y'all did a good job. I was on another set. I seen some people doing some ad libbing, and I gave y'all some props. I said, my two cousins will tear y'all ass up. I said, you think I was just being real. I wasn't joking. I said, y'all think y'all doing something? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. They'll eat y'all alive.
Especially if you need somebody to jump on somebody's back.
Yes. Borderline hospital.
Bro, we are not 20 years old. If you don't get the fuck off my back. Oh, shit.
That was an example of Father Time on his back. That's all that was.
But actually, he was into his character. He really lived it.
I'm telling you,
like Captain America on you.
You gonna do your best, Denzel, if he jump on your back, cuz you the best actor in the world.
That was a one take scene.
Say, just slow down, come around the corner, just give me a little bit more time. All right, action. Bitch.
Man,
actually, when the editor seen that part with those characters, he had to play it back 5 times. That was today.
Oh man, look, I appreciate the opportunity, man. Like I said, I'll keep saying it. It's something I never thought I'd get a chance to do in my life. I've done it, and it's super dope. And I hope we get an opportunity to do it again.
Yeah, I want to come to up there in y'all daddy garage and do a sit down.
That's the perfect spot for it, man. That place got legendary energy.
Before it get too hot, you know.
Yeah. Because if it get too hot, he gonna be the only one in it.
Right. Hell yeah, because I ain't gonna show up. He know me.
Right.
Hey, when the summertime comes, shit. If he see me, I give him maybe 2 hours.
Yeah,
I'm in the house with my mom. It be hot, boy. He said he don't never want to be cold. Damn it, boy, I don't want to be hot.
It's 127 degrees because he taking a nap out there.
Yeah.
Everybody else passed out. He took a nap on purpose.
And he taking a couple shots. He can have that shit.
Oh yeah.
But nah, you know, the garage is a legendary place, so that'd be a very good thing, cool thing, something we can document there one good time.
I want to do it no later than April, at least, you know, put it on the books.
I don't see why not.
Right, as long as you talking about late April or early April?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, let me know. Hopefully it's early April.
I think I better do early while it's still pretty decent in there.
Yeah, make it decent. We don't want it too hot, we want it too cold.
Right.
Only other thing we got to worry about is the pollen.
Right.
That bitch falling right now.
Yeah.
But that's all I have for me. Any project I have.
Absolutely. What's the name of the movie?
Sunrise Bella.
Sunrise Bella. And where are we trying to get that premiered at or streamed at? Being able to stream it.
We're gonna do it in your daddy garage.
Okay. I mean, ultimately, like, are you gonna post it to your YouTube page?
YouTube. Unofficially on YouTube, but it'll be streamed on Amazon Prime and Tubi.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Right. It's going to be pretty tight. Actually, when I was looking at the raw footage, Eric, believe it or not, when you think you do bad, you compare yourself to some other people. Y'all want an Oscar.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, I'll take
I don't
that.
know. I've been a character. I've been coming up. I got so many AKAs, cuz so I've been a character.
Right. Yeah, but it's all good though.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, shit. We at the end of this thing, man. We're gonna go into last call, but before we do last call, we got I guess it's 2 songs of the week since we do a Wednesday show and a weekend show.
Yes,
But
sir.
give me a song of the week. Give me a good song that you want people to listen to, whether they haven't heard it in a long time or just something you don't think people listen to.
Okay. I Ain't No Joke. Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay. That's always good. Good classic hip hop for you people. Check out I Ain't No Joke by Eric B. and Rakim. Thus say Pastor Palmer. What you got for the people, Carolina?
Shit. The other day I wrote out Thursday. It was about 70 degrees here in Carolina. Perfect night. D'Angelo cruising. I wish I had a drop top. I ain't had no drop top, but D'Angelo cruising. I know Smokey Robinson got a dope cruising, but D'Angelo cruising, that's one of those. Damn, he worked that shit just as good as the original.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For me, Little Ghetto Boy by Dr. Dre from the Chronic album. Little Ghetto Boy playing on these ghetto streets. What you gonna do when you grow up?
Yeah, that's tight.
That hook, I love that, man. So that's my song of the week, man. We going in the last call. What you got for the people, Pastor?
What I got for the piece to be easy. You don't believe everything the preachers say.
Oh, well, shit, you said a whole word right there.
Yeah.
What you got, Carolina?
Network and superpower. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna evolve and elevate. So thank you.
Absolutely, man. Look, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. We don't say it enough, but we mean it every time we do say it, man. We thank y'all for the people that tune in with us regularly, man. I appreciate the support you're showing us. We still want you to like it. We still want you to subscribe and share and get the notifications so you know when the show is coming on every Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern, and then on the weekends. You can catch us when you catch us, because sometimes it's Friday, sometimes it's Saturday, just kind of depend on how we feel. Love the ones who love you back always. This is the Bottom of the Bottle Show. I'm Jay Walker III. That's Carolina Dirt 803. Special guest, Pastor Palmer in the building, man. We appreciate y'all. Until the next time, we gone. Be easy.